Kia ora tātou. I'm Kevin Helas. I'm the founder of the Wholefood Kitchen, and I want to speak a little bit about some of the inspiration behind the Wholefood Kitchen, which really it has taken on a life of its own the last couple of years. I did start off quite a few years ago with the Wholefood Kitchen while I was in London, but I was called to come back to Aotearoa for a reason which was unclear to me, but it is now becoming clear. And I want to speak about what happened last year. There was a hui a motu, so a national hui called by King Tuatea in 2024, and I was drawn to go back to visit the marae, Tūranga Waiwai marae in Ngarawahia, and very close to my hometown. It's a place I'd never been before, but been past many times, growing up in Kirikiriroa. But I was very much drawn to attend this hui because the themes that were expressed were around kotahitanga and Mana Motuhake. So I was called to attend this hui, really to listen and to learn about what those words mean or what those words refer to. And it was a real honour to attend that hui and to hear conversations, to be part of that experience of incredible hospitality for one from the local iwi, to be invited onto the marae and amongst around 10,000 people, and to be treated so graciously and generously, and to experience and to witness and observe a lived experience of kotahitanga in the kōrero, in this conversation, and how it was described and how it was embodied in everything about that day, and also how the conversation was a calling together of the tribes from around Aotearoa, and how the hui was initially held in response to what was happening in this country and some of the acts, initiatives taken by the government, which are and have been a real affront to Māori, to Te Ao Māori, the world of Māori, and also Te Tiriti, the founding document, the treaty, which is the heart of the foundation of this country. But I was very interested also to hear about, or to learn about what Mana Motuhake means. And while sitting in workshops, I was speaking to people, listening to their stories, but also listening to how the conversation was very much about an inquiry around Mana Motuhake, which is about personal responsibility. It was about sovereignty. It was about how Māori were looking after Māori, how they were looking after their own people. And it was a very powerful experience and a great education around understanding about what sovereignty means, because of course the sovereignty implies a certain degree of power or leadership or presence in the world, and certainly from a Western perspective, of a Western point of view, sovereignty, literally sovereign, speaks about royalty or people in power and people in charge. But of course in Te Ao Māori, in the world of Māori, sovereignty, leadership, with leadership becomes great responsibility. What I want to speak of is how that was a lesson I took away with me in terms of what is possible when we really step into sovereignty, which is a certain degree of personal authority, it's a certain degree of empowerment and leadership, but it comes with the responsibility for how we look after others, how we look after the environment. And at the core principles really of Te Ao Māori at a very simple level are really about being in the world, respectful to other people, conscious of the impact on the environment, and conscious of the impact on our children and the generations to come, which feels to me like common sense. And I want to speak a little bit about how this has affirmed what I'm wanting to bring into the world through the Wholefood Kitchen around teaching of cooking, which is really an avenue for presencing Mana Motuhake. It's about creating a path, creating a space for people to acquire greater sovereignty in their own lives, empowering themselves, nourishing themselves, enriching themselves, but also being of service to others, being conscious of our connection to the earth, being conscious of the impact we have on the earth, how we prepare our food, where the food comes from, who's involved in the whole process, how sustainable it is in terms of making sure we don't take more than we need, or that we share these gifts that are provided to us, that we're grateful for it. We really take a moment to acknowledge everything that has led to the moment when we share a meal together. It's also an extraordinary gift to teach people to cook. There's a very famous saying that if you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. If you teach him how to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. And of course, the same applies to cooking. If you can serve up a meal to somebody, and they'll enjoy that meal. But if you teach them how to cook, they'll not only be able to look after themselves and prepare food for themselves, they'll be able to look after their family, their whānau, their community. Mana Motuhake as well is really about having a greater connection to who you are in your being beyond what you do. So it's an avenue and a connection to deeper and greater value and purpose in life and in the world, to be of service, to be aligned with what you're doing, to bring clarity, and to really be in purpose, to really feel like who you are in the world and what you're doing really makes a difference. And we make use of the time that we have on this earth productively and positively. And of course, one of the key fundamentals of Te Ao Māori is that it's an awareness that we have our moment in the sun and that we should make full use of it, not solely for our benefit, but as a acknowledgement of our ancestors, and in order to provide a better space for our children and the children to come to make even more leaps forward and to live a fulfilled and positive life. So cooking offers an extraordinary invitation as a pathway that really connects us to what a lived experience of Mana Motuhake, of real sovereignty, which is leadership with accountability and responsibility, ultimately. And it leads us to a life that honours our ancestors, it honours our land, it honours our heritage, and it honours the future of our children and the generations to come.